Hi there, and welcome to Remember Your Power, your IVP skill set. This is a second of 3 brief on-demand videos that are part of the Career Planning Amidst Uncertainty series. These series are presented by the Student and Early Career Professional Special Interest Group at Safe States Alliance. My name is Eva Bland, and I'm the Associate Director of Training and Workforce Development here at Safe States. I'm responsible with helping put together trainings as well as thinking about what the workforce needs amongst injury and violence prevention practitioners. I hope you've had a chance to watch our first video from our Executive Director, Sharon Gill-Martin. She shared insights and ways of viewing the changes and opportunities that we currently face in injury and violence prevention and public health careers. After the second video in the series that you're viewing right now, make sure to watch our third video, Continuing the Public Health and IVP Mission. And then make sure you register for our live session happening on August 13th from 1 to 2:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This will look at career planning amidst uncertainty and will be a deeper dive into everything we've talked about in these other 3 videos. So in this video, we're going to focus on the foundation of career planning, your skills. Specifically, how your injury and violence prevention skill set is a powerful and unique skill set. These skills can be transferred and applied to many different work settings and jobs, and some of those even include fields outside of injury violence prevention and public health. So let's get into it. In 2025, Safe States conducted a workforce development survey looking at the infrastructure and field of injury and violence prevention. We sent this survey out to over 400 IVP practitioners and got a lot of valuable information. Perhaps one of the most interesting finds that we found is that the majority of people who responded to the survey named that they worked primarily in program implementation and management when it came to injury and violence prevention. However, we also found that those same respondents had up to 7 additional functions in addition to their primary role. So this included not only program implementation, but program management, strategic and program planning, data and assessment, training and teaching, as well as collaboration, partnerships, and outreach. The survey confirmed that IVP practitioners typically address multiple areas of injury and violence prevention, and they also consider cross-cutting factors related to upstream concepts. This includes anything from housing and adverse childhood experiences, smart growth, community design, as well as mental health. Injury and violence prevention practitioners really engage in multi-sector collaboration with partners from various disciplines and backgrounds. All of these features of working in the field of injury and violence prevention build a very strong and diverse skill set. Here's what's essential to remember in your career planning. People working in injury and violence prevention have skills that are transferable and needed in other areas of public health, as well as public and private professions and industries. Skills that include things like data collection, program design, policy and advocacy work, evaluation, partnership, communication, management, practice-informed research. All of these are transferable skills. Not only that, the collaborative and multi-sector nature of injury and violence prevention work also means that injury and violence prevention practitioners likely have developed other skills that are sometimes called soft skills or people-focused skills. Some of these skills include things like communication, emotional intelligence, time management, creativity, critical thinking, adaptability, teamwork, and collaboration. These are really important to keep in mind in your career planning. So, what are all these skills transferable to? Our third video in this series, in the live session on August 13th, will dive more deeply into this topic. But as you're thinking about the breadth and depth of the IVP skill set, keep a wide view of the many fields and disciplines where you could transfer your skills and expertise. Not surprisingly, many of these potential fields reflect some of the multi-sector partnerships that we already have as injury and violence prevention practitioners. Many schools of public health have great online resources from their career service departments. Here, for example, Columbia University's Mailman School of Public Health offered a brief online guide called Navigating a Challenging Public Health Job Market. It includes the ideas of how to think about identifying and valuing your skills that you may have and to find roles that align with those skills. The DeMontmont Foundation also has helpful resources. A blog post titled New Directions Career Transition Advice for Public Health Professionals noted that transferable skills such as project management and partnership collaboration are needed in virtually any industry. A University of Michigan School of Public Health blog post titled Finding Your Path, Expert Reflections on the Public Health Career Landscapes highlighted that the overlapping skill areas that are developed and valued by public health, but also in jobs outside of public health and in the private sector. Some of these skills included data and research, fluency in organizational program management, and interpersonal and information sharing skills. Another way to view your power of your IVP skills is through advocacy. As the national voice of injury and violence prevention professionals, Safe States Alliance advocates for policies and funding at the federal level on behalf of members. There is a role for everyone in educating and working with policymakers. Safe States provides access to policy tools, resources, and programming to make it easier for anyone. Be sure to check out our Take Action page, and you can even scan this QR code to find more information. So, as you start or continue your career planning, amidst the current uncertainty of the IVP and the public health fields, remember the ways your injury and violence prevention skill set is powerful and unique, and it can be transferred and applied to as many work settings and jobs as are out there. Also, don't forget to finish the series. Video 3, Continuing the Public Health and IVP Mission. You can watch now, and be sure to join us on August 13th for the live session, Career Planning Amidst Uncertainty.